Keke Palmer and her ex-boyfriend have been in the news for a lot longer than anyone would have thought, and at first they were goals, but in a very fast and very shocking turn of events, the love story has turned into a horror movie. Actress Keke Palmer has recently obtained a temporary domestic restraining order against her ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson. The Nope actress filed court documents in Los Angeles on November 9th, accusing Darius of both physical and emotional abuse throughout their 2-year relationship and even after their breakup in October. The documents, obtained by NBC News, shed light on a troubling narrative of alleged abuse that has left Keke fearing for her safety and that of their 8-month-old son, Leotis Leo Andrelton Jackson. And according to her account of events, the abuse has been going on for longer than any of us could have realized. Abuse throughout the relationship. Keke Palmer's court filing reveals a pattern of abuse that she claims persisted throughout her relationship with Darius Jackson. The actress accuses him of both physical and emotional mistreatment, citing instances where jealousy and insecurity fueled violent outbursts. She states, "So much of Darius's abuse towards me throughout our relationship was based on his insecurity and jealousy. And most of it started in February 2022. The February 2022 incident, according to Keke Palmer, one particularly harrowing incident occurred in February 2022 when Darius and Keke were still appearing as a loving couple on the internet. Darius allegedly became super angry when Keke showed him a bikini photo of herself at a friend's party. Keke said she showed him the picture because she was proud of her weight loss results. After all, we all know that new moms can be very conscious of their body, especially after childbirth. But instead of complimenting her, Darius flew into a rage. Keke said that her ex was so upset that she was worried they would get into a car accident on the drive back home. Keke described the incident that followed as a night of relentless yelling, physical assault, and disturbing behavior. Darius spent the rest of the night yelling at me, not letting me sleep so he could keep yelling at me, she said in the filing. In the bedroom, he slammed me on the floor and slapped my head from side to side. A screenshot from home surveillance footage showed Darius Jackson allegedly choking and body slamming Keke Palmer in her home on the 13th of February 2022. The abuse continued the next morning, according to Keke's statement in her court filing. She alleged that Darius grabbed her by the neck and body slammed her on the stairs. The next morning, he was standing at the bottom of the stairs near the front door, screaming at me as I was coming down the stairs. When I was almost at the bottom of the stairs, he grabbed me around the neck and body slammed me back onto the stairs, she recounts in the filing document obtained by NBC News. But the physical abuse was only a tip of the iceberg. Darius also targeted her mentally and emotionally. Keke detailed how he would destroy her property, like a private journal she had been keeping since she was 12, as a way to punish her. During another alleged incident in April 2022, she said Darius grabbed her eyeglasses from her, threw them on the ground, and stomped on them because he thought Keke was flirting with a girl at a restaurant, even though she told him she was not. And even though, in all of her years in the spotlight, Keke has not been romantically linked with any women, but it was clear that Darius wasn't jealous, he just wanted to control her. According to Keke, after the accusation, Darius then opened her bag, dumped her belongings on the ground in the rain, and tossed her car keys across the parking lot. I had to put my glasses back together as best I could so I could see to drive, pick up my now wet and dirty clothes and other belongings, and rummage in the bushes across the parking lot to find my car keys before I could leave, Keke stated. And this happened after the couple broke up, so we can only imagine how much worse it was when they were together. Now, while her life was in danger, the primary concern for Keke at all times was her baby. She expressed deep fear for the safety of their son, Leo, especially after their breakup. Keke alleged that Jackson's behavior slowly became even more unhinged, volatile, and dangerous. Disturbingly, she claims that Darius made alarming statements, such as understanding why male animals in the wild might harm their offspring. Keke feared that Darius's jealousy could escalate into harm against their son, leading her to file for sole custody of Leo. Beyond physical abuse, Keke also details instances of emotional abuse, describing a toxic cycle of love and distance that was fully controlled by Darius. She talked about how he would love bomb her, making her feel cherished, only to become distant and cold over perceived differences between them. These episodes often led to explosive confrontations at social events, with Darius always storming off in a rage. Darius had a way of gaslighting me to make me feel like I was doing something wrong even though I wasn't, she explained. explained. Eventually, Keke got fed up and decided to take actions to protect herself and her son. Legal actions and restraining order. Faced with ongoing threats to her safety and that of her son, Keke decided to take legal action. Keke's filing revealed instances where Darius's frustration allegedly extended to their son. In one incident, Keke intervened to prevent harm to Leo during a diaper change, and by doing that, it resulted in Darius allegedly hitting her. Darius started getting rough with Leo physically, and I stepped in to make sure Darius would not hurt him, the 30-year-old alleged in the court papers. Darius was angry, and it almost became a tug of war with Leo. Darius finally let go, and Leo was not harmed, but as I was holding Leo trying to comfort him and finish changing his diaper, Darius hit me in the head before storming out of the room. These episodes made Keke's fear for her son's safety even greater, and she finally got the courage to file for a restraining order. She filed for a temporary restraining order against Darius, and she backed up her claims with evidence like home security footage from the February 2022 incident and another confrontation that happened on November 5th, just 4 days before she eventually filed for the restraining order. According to Keke, she was at her home talking on the phone to her mother when she was startled to see Darius burst through her bedroom door. Keke clarified that they were not living together at the time, and she had not permitted him to come over. Darius, according to the petition, was filming her on his cell phone and demanding to see their son. But Keke, knowing how dangerous he could get, asked him to leave, and he refused to do so. I tried to remain calm, but as I was again asking him to leave, he stood up from the chair, walked towards me, and made sure there was no furniture between us. He was yelling, leaning into me, getting into my face. At that point, he lunged at me, grabbing at my neck and face, knocked me backwards over the couch, stole my phone out of my hands, and then ran out of the house, she wrote. After hitting her, Darius tried to drive away, and when she blocked his exit with garbage cans, he allegedly almost hit her with his car. Police were called following the altercation, and after interviewing the actor, her sister, and Darius, they told him to leave and warned him not to come back. That was also when the officers encouraged Palmer to file for a domestic restraining order, she wrote. Multiple alleged incidents were witnessed by Keke's parents, Sharon and Larry Palmer, her sisters, and friends. Surveillance footage also captured some of the abuse, adding a layer of credibility to Keke's allegations. And if that wasn't enough to convince the judge and the public, Keke's mom also confirmed that the abuse had been going on for a really long time, to the point where she had actually confronted Darius' brother, but he had brushed it off by saying he also used to be like that. The court documents also shed light on the public aspects of Keke and Darius' chaotic relationship, which we all got a front row seat to witness. Instances of public shaming, like when Darius commented on Keke's outfit at Usher's Las Vegas residency. Keke Palmer's post-baby glow had us all jealous, but at the time, the one person that was not excited by the spotlight and all the attention she got was her ex-boyfriend and the father of her child. Keke Palmer was in the news for the past couple of months for her pregnancy, her baby, and the glow that she's had with it all. Fans were super excited for the Akilah and the Bee actress as she stunned red carpets and made jaw-dropping appearances. But nothing was as jaw-dropping as her visit to Usher's concert and all the drama that followed. Keke and her friends had attended the show, and from her Instagram stories, it seems like she was having a fun night at the R&B legend's Las Vegas residency, and the highlight was when he serenaded her with a performance of There Goes My Baby, and that's when all let loose. In a steamy clip that quickly went viral, Keke was spotted wearing a see-through black lace dress and undergarment as she hugged and danced next to Usher. Fans were delighted to see Keke Palmer in her beautiful outfit, having the time of her life, but all of that was watered down by her boyfriend's very, very public reaction. As the footage quickly went viral on social media, Darius Jackson took to Twitter to share his not-so-impressed reaction to his girlfriend's wardrobe choice. "It's the outfit, though. You a mom," he said in the since-deleted tweet. And of course, fans were not going to let that slide easily. Asides the obvious fact that he was being sexist, it was also a common reaction from the public that it was completely unnecessary for him to have responded to her outfit so publicly, especially considering the fact that Keke was having her moment. As someone said, Keke Palmer's baby daddy chose to shame her publicly instead of having a conversation about what he's not happy with in the privacy of their home. I'm pretty sure they live together. That was coming from a very malicious place. But after facing blowback for critiquing the mother of his child, Darius Jackson only doubled down on his line of thinking. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife amp mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is, he wrote. "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. And that's when the backlash got even worse for him. One person said, the issue isn't about the dressing, because their timelines reveal both of them are flexible around that. The issue is Keke Palmer's baby daddy felt insecure when he saw her dancing with Usher, and because he can't tweet at Usher, he chose to berate her instead. Insecurity will expose your soul. It will make you have an intimate relationship with verbal abuse. And another person wrote, now I know Keke Palmer baby daddy ain't sitting up in Keke Palmer house using Keke Palmer's Wi-Fi on Keke Palmer phone plan, watching Keke Palmer's son trying to tell Keke Palmer what Keke Palmer should be wearing as a mother. But despite the throes of people defending Keke Palmer and claiming that she had the right to wear what she wanted as an adult, there were a few people who thought Jackson was right to try to censor the mother of his child. Keke Palmer, boyfriend, not wrong to me. Seeing the person you share a home and child with being a groupie to a man with herpes is crazy embarrassing. I super side with him, one person said. And that definitely didn't age well. Fans were super worried about Keke at the time because it was very heavily indicative of an abuse setting. As one fan said, let's be very clear about the fact that Darius is abusing Keke by trying to humiliate her like this. This is what emotional abuse looks like. Keke's involvement in Usher's music video after the whole drama on Twitter only fueled more rumors of their breakup, and despite a brief public appearance, it was clear that their relationship was over. But if you're wondering how the relationship started before it got this bad, well, let's take a quick trip down memory lane to a love story that certainly isn't aging well, where it started before. Darius decided to become the worst version of a partner. He and Keke had quite the adorable meet cute. The year was 2021, and Insecure was a smashing hit, so of course there's an after party for the cast and crew. Keke spots Darius at the party, and although he's an athlete in his own right, his claim to fame, as far as that party was concerned, was his brother Sarunas Jackson, who worked on the show. Keke, spotting a fine-looking young man, decides to make her move. She suggests that they throw a few shots back together, and things sped up from there. But she wasn't there for a relationship. As she recalls, I was looking for a roster, you understand, and so I was like, he fits the physical bill. However, as they start chatting, Keke realized that there might be more to Darius than a hookup. I think what I saw, was just that he's just a sweetheart. And Keke and her sweetheart, before he turned sour, went public in August 2021 with Polaroids from Keke's birthday. They looked cuddly and happy, but clearly, things are never as they seem. I hate this for her. Something was off after his reaction to her outfit. And I called it. It was obvious. No man who respects his woman publicly embarrasses her. That's control and abuse. His anger doesn't stop his desire to protect unless he's toxic. Now, the drama between Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson has taken a darker, more violent turn, and Sarunas is not defending his brother. After Keke filed for a restraining order and sole custody of her son, Sarunas posted a now-deleted tweet that spilled some serious tea. In his tweet, Sarunas called Darius the most vile person he's ever encountered. The most disgusting, vile, manipulative person I have ever encountered in my whole life. Almost everyone. Y'all will see. Just send positive energy to the babies. Any child in the middle of something like this does not deserve it at all. Wow, so damn sad. And Sarunas didn't stop there. He mentioned Darius is almost everyone and pleaded for positive energy for the kids caught in the middle of this mess. But while a lot of people were quick to believe Sarunas, Keke's mother came out with a different angle to the story. Sharon Palmer took to social media to express her disbelief at Sarunas' version of events. She mentioned that it was sus that Sarunas would present himself as a nice guy when he supposedly knew about his brother's abusive actions. Sharon claimed that Sarunas nonchalantly dismissed her concerns when she earlier raised them by saying, "Well, I used to be like that too." And Keke's mom didn't hold back. In a video addressing Sarunas' deleted tweet and subsequent online persona, she called him out as the biggest boy in Hollywood and claimed he allegedly taught his brother, Darius Jackson, how to be abusive.
So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest boy in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be
We know Keke's mom has never been involved in drama, so for her to speak out like this must mean things are very serious. Sharon also described Saruna's and the whole Jackson family as sociopathic and said she knew Saruna's was phony from the first time she saw him, but that wasn't the end. Saruna's reacted to the video and commented, "I never once said that to Sharon, not once in my life. I have never been abusive to any of the women I ever been involved with. I'm not going to keep on with this circus. But Sharon, the world is about to hear your voice very soon, and the threats you made to my family. Be well, everyone. I know it's easy to get caught up in this, but make no mistake that all of this is very sad. But fans aren't having any of this either. Any threats she made after discovering that her daughter was being abused are warranted, period. We can see clearly who the victim is and who it isn't." And another wrote, "First off, he just made her point saying the threats she made against y'all. Baby, a mother is not going to threaten you for nothing, but if you with her child, she's going to come after the whole damn family. Ask me how I know, because I'm a mother, and trust me, if mine is in the right, I'm pulling off all the gloves." While the blame game gets passed around, Keke's restraining order filing was granted by Judge Wendy L. Wilcox. The order temporarily grants Keke sole custody of Leo, with no visitation rights for Darius. Although Darius has not publicly responded to the allegations, a hearing on the domestic case is scheduled for the 5th of December, 2023. The legal proceedings will likely bring further investigation to the details of Keke's allegations, providing an even clearer picture of the events in question, and we can only wait to see what happens in the next few weeks. What do you think about the way their relationship went from 100 to 0? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to stay tuned for more updates on exciting details about your favorite celebrities.